Hi, welcome to my channel. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so via the thumbnail in the bottom right corner. And if you have already subscribed, welcome back. As you can see, this video is focused on the Raspberry Pi 2 in combination with the fischertechnik USB camera. And the Raspberry Pi is connected to a serial cable and band cable, and as such connected to this breadboard with a photoresistor on the breadboard, and should be connected to the band cable. It is not yet the case, but will be soon. So I will connect it here and then via wire to this band cable, reading its value. So let's see how that works out. So as you can see, a screencast again with VNC, which is then the actual Raspberry Pi, and this is the fischertechnik cam pointed at the connected to the Raspberry Pi. This is the same, not the same, but same camera connected to my computer, and this is Minicom serial connection. Anyway, fischertechnik photoresistor, I should say, it's a resistor, and of course this is not ideal. So I am moving this wire to let's say here, or more ideally here. Then the wire that connects it to the band cable will go here, and if I take this one with me, then and here was a mistake. I had copied it last week to transistor, which is of course a resistor, and it goes to port 13. So 13 is on the lower end. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So once again, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now another problem is, when do I detect the correct software, the correct value? Because this is an analog device, while this a transistor is a digital device. So this one gives either 1 or 0, while this one gives a variable value, in the sense that it is either 0, it can be everything between 0 and actually 9 volts or something. Now this gives 5 volts, so it will be anything between 0 and 5 volts. But will it be like that? That's the big question. Anyway, it is now wired as it should be, so let's check out. Now with the code at hand, you can see it is, I remember I checked 13 first, where it is now, but well, this should then be 15, although this is actually output for this LED, which I'm not using at the moment, but reading for 13. So that is going to be correct if it works. Let's just run it and see whatever happens. it says 1. I block it, and there's some stupid machine going outside, and it still says 1, which is not correct. So I have to check whether it can do actually analog stuff. And since there is a difference between Arduino and Raspberry Pi, because I have in the past used analog devices on the Arduino 2560 to be precise, I have to do it different now. Raspberry Pi only does only does digital, so I have to use an analog to digital converter, because this is analog and this goes to digital. Hence here an analog to digital converter. Input, output, and 2 wires needed to control, which I have not yet programmed, but this is then the way it goes. Digital in, analog out to port 13. Will this work? Not a clue yet, because I do remember that I had some difficulties back in the day when I used it on the Arduino. So let's see if it actually may work out, because this one, as I said earlier, I did try it and didn't work out the way I had anticipated it. So I'm wondering that if I put the code in here, well, in the Raspberry Pi actually, that it will work. Only one way to find out. Do it. And of course it doesn't exactly work out the way I anticipated. In detail, I had to add a few extra wires. Well, a few just reference voltage. The example used a very different chip than I'm using, so that is very different in setup as well. However, the code is a little bit different, but to my surprise it doesn't even get that far, because let me go to the start of the code, which I took from internet, by the way, so I'm not not the first one to try this. It doesn't say this library is not present. It does say this does not work. And it is for the Raspberry Pi 1. This is the Raspberry Pi 2, which I assume is the same, which I will have to check, by the way. But for now it's a clear no-go, except for the fact, alright, that this warning 4 times in a row is not encouraging either. And I do say clean up. Maybe I should say close as well. So let me just add that as well, see if that's helping anything. It doesn't even come to that, so it just doesn't work. Time to check out for a last time for now. Okay, one thing solved. The SPI open error has gone, and of course I made a simple mistake by not enabling the SPI interface on the Raspberry Pi in the first place, which I did now, so the error is gone. That error is gone, because I still get absolutely no input. And that will probably have to do with the fact that I didn't program it properly, The thing is that the example has here, instead of board, has BCM, so it works with these instead of this. But as yet I'm not a very good programmer, so I have to figure out how to rework this so it works with my stuff. However, given the time that I give myself to make this video, it is out of time and to be continued, let's say that. In the meantime, I hope I also can figure out how to make this VNC interface bigger, larger, because this is very small indeed. Another thing is, of course, that my first attempt to read from this, now you can see it on both cameras, also resulted in not really nice results. So I still want to have something which works on here, and given the number of ports on the Raspberry Pi 2, I can of course do both. So that will be next time then. Okay, so that's the end for now. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel via the thumbnail in the bottom right corner. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion, please. Let me know what you think of it and any suggestion what can I improve. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. Please do visit my website for my other projects as well, also including fischertechnik, lots of them though, by the way. And please support my channel by either donating via IBAN or PayPal, and you can just use it PayPal without having an account. You can also become a patron and have your name mentioned, and thanks to my patron, which is mentioned on my website. Going to be continued, so for now stay safe, take care, bye.